Hey guys, it's me X here with an all-color Ally EDH deck. And let's start off with the general here. We got Chromat. He can destroy a target creature blocking or blocked by Chromat by tapping black and white. He can gain flying until end of turn by tapping blue and red. He can regenerate by tapping black and green. He can get +1/+1 by tapping red and white, and he can be put on top of the library by tapping green and blue. Now let's start off with the one and only multicolor card I have, other than Chromat here, Venser. Only because he is really fun and he makes my allies even more ridiculous. Alright. A lot of you guys should know what Venser does, but his +2 is exile target permanent you own, return it to the battlefield at the beginning of your next end step. And that's awesome for allies, because it's one of the enter the battlefield effects. -1, creatures are unblockable this turn. That, which also includes my opponents, but I don't care. And his -8 is get an emblem whenever you cast a spell, exile target permanent, which I do not have an emblem anymore. I actually traded that away with another Venser. So that's there. Alright, let's start off in the middle here with artifacts. Got Conjurer's Closet, very good with also another good effect for allies, because at the end step I exile it and put it back into the end of the turn. Basically just blink the ally and it's done. And got Mimic Vet here. He can not only be good for my allies, but if I find a good creature going to the graveyard, I take it for one turn and swing with it. Because I just imprint whatever goes into the graveyard and put it on the battlefield, put a token of it on the battlefield until end of turn for 3 colorless and tap it, and it gains haste. Got Otherworld Atlas for many reasons, because with allies it's good to draw. And plus it helps out others, which can be bad, but oh well. Because I got other drawing mechanisms in here. Got Thran Dynamo for a little mana ramp. I got a few mana rocks, and this is one of the few. It adds 3 colorless to my mana pool. And then we got Vessel of the Endless Rest, which is pretty good if there is a certain card that's in my graveyard, and I can just put that on the bottom of my library. And since there's a lot of shuffling in this deck, that helps. And it also adds 1 of any color to my mana pool. Another mana rock, Coalition Relic, one of the best mana rocks actually. You can add 1 color to your mana pool, but you can also put a charge counter on Coalition Relic. And at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, remove all the counters from your Coalition Relic, add 1 of any color to your mana pool for each counter removed. Now that could be more effective if you have things that make it on tap, like let's say a Winding Clock. You can do that a lot. Got Emblem of Vigor only for the fact of my lands. A lot of my lands come in tapped, so it helps. It speeds up my deck a bit. And I got my last mana rock here, Chromatic Lantern. It helps quite a bit, especially if I can't seem to get the lands that I need, because it adds one of any color and it fixes my land. And my last colorless here, my last artifact here is Howling Mine, which helps everyone. You just everyone draws an extra card at their draw phase. Okay, let's move on to red. Now, this is one of many allies I have in this deck, Highland Berserker. He can be really good because whenever he or another ally enters the battlefield, they all gain first strike. Kazoo Warlord, whenever he or another ally enters the battlefield, all my allies get +1/+1 counters. I got a few Changeling creatures, and Changeling Berserker is one of them, and he's really good because you not only get him out, I champion a creature. Since he's Changeling, he's still technically an ally. And I can swing with him the second I get him out, because look at that, he's a 5/3. That's pretty good. Then I got Browbeat. Any player may deal 5 damage to him or her. If no one does, target player draws 3 cards. I always target myself. Why would I want anybody else to draw? Fervor, just for the fact of giving my creatures haste. Tuk Tuk Scrapper, he's one of my really good allies, especially against a artifact EDH deck, because whenever he or another ally comes out, you destroy target artifacts and that player takes damage to the number of allies out. So yeah, think about that. I have 6 allies out, I blow up an artifact, you take 6 to the face. I think that's pretty good. Now let's move on to green. I got Primal Command here. You can choose 2. You can either make target player gain 7 life, or put target non-creature permanent on top of its owner's library, or target player shuffles his or her graveyard into their library, or search your library for a creature card, reveal it, and put it in your, I mainly use this for searching for a creature card and shuffling my graveyard into my library. Hunter's Insight. I have it in here for, let's say it's one of my allies is about to hit someone because it wasn't blocked. I would Hunter's Insight. I would draw as many cards as the creature deals damage to planeswalker or player. Alright guys, I'll be right back.